A woman bought this cute puppy via a newspaper ad, but soon realized she'd made a big mistake. When she saw the puppy's picture, the woman couldn't resist getting him, despite the warnings. He was so cute, and he'd made a great companion for her elderly dog. The lady in question, who has remained unnamed, is an animal lover and a dog owner from Oklahoma. In fact, it was her well-meaning affection for pups that led her to make a rather large mistake. To be more precise, an ad in a newspaper caught her eye. The feature showed two beautiful white puppies that were in need of a home. Their current owner was asking $300 for a puppy, and she fell in love with one of them in particular. According to the ad, Trigger was super socialized, but there was one catch. The puppies were no ordinary dogs. Indeed, their owner advertised them as wolf dog hybrids, so they shared genetics with both species. Essentially, despite being friendly, Trigger had more in common with wolves than he did with dogs, and whether the woman understood the responsibility of a high-content dog or not is unclear. Although Trigger's new mommy formed an instant bond with him, she underestimated the little pup's specific needs. And as Trigger grew older, those needs only became more pronounced. WOLF Sanctuary described how the realization dawned on Trigger's mommy. She loved the little pup and had a very strong bond with him. At 5 months old, though, it was very clear to his owner that Trigger was not an appropriate family pet. That's because Trigger had already shown his wild side. He could soon chew his way to freedom. Furthermore, he had displayed dominant wolf characteristics with her elderly dog. As a result, Trigger was kept confined when his mommy went out to her day job. She was forced to keep him in a wire kennel in her bedroom, Wolf described. She realized that Trigger would never be happy or healthy in her home. Wolf Sanctuary wrote, Trigger's owner made the difficult decision to try and find sanctuary placement for her beloved pup. In August 2014, Trigger's mom called Wolf Sanctuary, a place that homes wolf dogs and wolves born in captivity. As luck would have it, Wolf did have space to take Trigger, it said. So Trigger got a new forever home, and his mommy got to see him happy. Wolf even said that she would be able to visit Trigger whenever she could. The only thing that remained was to find the new pup a pack to run with. Although it sounds like an easy process, it was actually more difficult than it seems. To begin with, Trigger was matched up with the she-wolf called Sasha. However, despite Trigger's best efforts, Sasha failed to fall for his puppy charms, so the search began anew. With that potential pairing scratched off the list, Wolf explained we moved on to our second choice, Pax. He was unsure about what to do with Trigger, but was surprisingly tolerant of Trigger's puppy antics and pleas. Contrary to the hopes of Wolf's staff, Pax didn't make a connection with Trigger. Not only would Pax ignore Trigger, he even went out of his way to avoid the young pup. We were devastated. Trigger was such a sweet, shy little boy in desperate need of a friend and playmate. Wolf wrote, suddenly, just when it seemed like Trigger wouldn't find a friend, he met another newcomer to the sanctuary. Wolf chronicled Trigger's first meeting with Spartacus on its official website. When they were introduced, Spartacus and Trigger began to play almost immediately. Their personalities were complementary, and each helped smooth out the other's behavioral issues. Spartacus used to howl compulsively, but he stopped since he met Trigger. Not only do the two get along famously, they have also made a third friend, their neighbor Tundra. Aside from Spartacus's activities as Sanctuary Ambassador, the three are inseparable. Spartacus, Tundra, and Trigger are now the best of friends. They spend their days playing, exploring their large mountain enclosure, and resting near one another when the day is done.